The prison service is the latest after the immigration and police to question the credibility of the CHRAJ report and is challenging the findings in the corruption survey, which ranked the service among the top 10 bribe-taking institutions in Ghana. My colleague Komladum has more.
The Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, CHRAJ's bribery report, which captures in some detail the number of state agencies and institutions found to be serial bribe takers, is still stirring controversy. Some of the agencies are in dispute over the findings. The police and immigration services have rejected the findings, which place them among the top 10 bribe takers in Ghana. The latest dissenting voice is the prison service.
If you interviewed 5 people on the streets on a regular basis, 3 out of that number will tell you they have absolutely no experience at all about vices within the prison service. But if you hear stories from people who have been in and out of prison about what pertains there, it certainly paints a grim picture.
People
are able to use mobile phones. I was trafficking drugs in the prisons with the support of my supervisor.
Saturday and Sunday,
It is not the first time such claims have been made of the prison's service and its officials. Some people believe the issue of corruption is ingrained and permeates every sector.
Fundamentally, from our homes, the way we are trained, in our environment, our peers, it is basically that what we take in is what makes us, and the influence that we get in our environment, it is what makes us.
For the Prisons Services Chief Public Affairs Officer CSP CHRAJ, CHRAJ and the Statistical Service must furnish them with details of a report.
As a service, we are also much surprised. I think that as a state institution that has done such a survey on another state institution will be fed with their findings. But if we don't receive the finding by the end of this week, the Director General of Prisons has directed me to get in touch with them by writing to ask them to furnish the service with the specific findings relative to the Ghana Prison Service so that the prison administration can take the issue on board based on evidence if there are any.
But how does the service respond to the many claims and allegations of drug trafficking and other vices which culminate in the corruption perception in the service?
Trafficking is a very big challenge for every detention facility, including the Ghana Prison Service. Yes, the Ghana Prison Service is not made up of angels. We know that there are some mentions among us, so we have procedures in place to take officers who are found culpable of such acts on what sometimes are even dismissed from the service entirely.
And bet you have seen some prison inmates deployed to clean some road stretches in Accra, and some even begging for alms.
So these inmates, escorted by officers, are supposed to go into the streets, clear the streets, clean the streets, and that basically is why they are taken. Now, it all started when people started maybe having pity on them and throwing coins on the floor for them, and then some of them, unscrupulous ones, decided to take advantage and start begging on the streets. I must say that their going out there is not to go a begging, but to go and work.
Well, as long as the bureaucracies in the public sector continue to remain complex and time-wasting, the grounds for bribery and corruption will remain fertile. And be it CHRAJ or Afrobarometer or even any other form of corruption survey, perceptions and experiences with corruption will not change, however hoarse we cry. Komladum, TV3 News, Accra.